Hey all, Dwarf Lord here. This is my starter for ladder budget Bowazon build. It shoots fast, runs fast, and it's really fun to play. The new synergy buffs to Bowazon are going to make this much more viable in the early game. It still isn't the strongest build, but this decimates the pits on low player count. And as you get stronger, you're going to be able to work your way up into other areas. So let's get into it. I'm using a Harmony matriarchal bow. You could use this in a different bow or just a different bow entirely. So you could use a shadow bow or a blade bow or a GMB. You could use Lysander's Aim. You could use Gold Strike Arc. You could use so many different bows out there. Even crossbows like Burza. So a lot of options. I'm using a steel skull. I don't have a topaz in it, but I would put that. Increase attack speed, magic find, and dual leech. Twitch throw, although you could use a treachery. And then I'm using cat's eye, although you could just use some random necklace if you were using treachery. War Travs, you could use some random magic find boots until you get War Travs. They're nice because they add the 15 to 25 damage. We're using a Nagel. It could be a rare ring. Gold Rat for the increased attack speed and the magic find, Raven, and Laying of Hands. This right now is 160 magic find. With charms, topazes, you can easily get 250 magic find, and there's other setups you could use as well. So this is pretty budget gear. Take you a day or two to acquire something like this. I put just about everything into dexterity to maximize my damage. Here we're doing 600 to 1400. On live, without the synergies, it's about 1100 on the top end. A little bit into vitality, a little bit into strength. For stats, I maxed multi-shot and guided arrow, and then while you could hybridize the build, I just wanted to be purely physical, and I put some points into the dodge and evade and avoid, and some into the pierce and the penetrate and the critical strike, just clicking buttons. I'm not a Bowazon expert, although it used to be my favorite build out there. I just wanted to test how viable is this. Mercenary, I'm just using random stuff, and the insights on a different character, so whatever. Ooh, a gem shrimp. Ah, they hurt. It's quite satisfying just shooting these huge volleys, and they do pretty good damage. Like this room right here, full of monsters. And I don't have to really worry about the monsters in the pits. I can kill them before they can usually get to me. Very satisfying to play. It's been a while since I played Bowazon. I've made them here and there, but they just never quite packed the punch that I was wanting. But this is good. I know it's just players one. Boom! 4-socket sword. Sell that day one ladder, make some money. Ooh, fanaticism. No problem. I love how fast I run with the vigor. Although other items would be totally acceptable, really helps to cover the distance for sure. Oh, arrows, perfect. In case you didn't know, when you click the mouse close to your character, the arrows go everywhere, and when they're far away, it's a much more directed um, stream of arrows. So if you stand here, you can look at that. Almost 180 degrees in front of you is damage. Although I wasn't hitting the front too much there. Do we have another 4-socket sword? No. So this character is a joy to play. As you see, we can do really good damage with basic gear, and if you are okay with living in the pits, you're gonna have a good time. The nice thing about physical damage dealers is they don't really have a lot of immunities to deal with. You might say, well, what about physical immunes? Most places don't have physical immunes. Those are few and far between. I forgot to check how much damage I do with Might Aura. Okay, so a little bit more, but yeah, loving it, loving it. If you're a fan of the Bowazon, this could be the character for you. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, comment below. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Dwarf Lord out.